Hey, what's up, guys? Yesterday, we actually had a break-even day. We actually were in the green a little bit. It was not much. We took the Commanders at a -6.5. I already had them at a money line to be parlayed with the Falcons plus 3.5 to hedge today, but I got a little too confident on the -6.5 for the Commanders. They actually won the game, but they didn't cover that spread. The other one that was kind of a little bit of a loss for us was the Dolphins parlay. I said it was more like a non-statistical one. It was a half a unit. It was just more of a test, like, okay, these guys really want it. You know, we went for the props with Tyreek Hill and Tua, and that didn't hit for us either. I'm not sure what happened with this dude. He only saw 3 receptions. Either way, I mean, we take those losses. It is what it is. We did have 3 wins. We have a very strong play in the NBA today. We had one yesterday, which hit for us. I'm about to show you that. And then we have another one today. I really love this play today. I'll show you what it is, so stay tuned for that. So really quickly, again, this is a VIP play that we had yesterday on the Bengals -3. That cashed for us easily. Then we had that very strong NBA play. I actually shot a video over this yesterday. I explained why I liked it so much, and I'm glad I did show that because there was the Celtics. The spread was like -17.5, which they did not cover. By me buying it back all the way to -9.5, that's what made this play win. Also, the Suns, you can see there, they won by 7, supposed to win by 12 or something like that. So by me buying it back like this, just like I did, and I showed you, and I explained why I did that, both of these hit for us. And then finally, this is what I was just saying. The Washington Commanders, we took them at the -6.5, which didn't hit for us. It looked good all the way up to the fourth quarter. And then on fourth quarter, they came back and they scored 12. The Saints came back and scored 12 points. So anyway, Commanders did win by 1 point, but they didn't cover that spread of -6.5. Either way, this two-leg parlay that I had shared earlier in the week in the VIP, that cashed for us. Now we're just waiting for the Falcons plus 3.5. So now again, let me talk to you about this parlay that I really like in the NBA. As you saw the one yesterday, I've been hitting these as 2-mans very consistently. Also, overall, I share a lot of NBA stuff. I'm going to give you one very strong parlay that I like. I'm going to give you the stats to prove like why I'm going with it. I'm going to give you the over-under posters. Again, these are not our plays. These are just statistics. So you'll see how strong these statistics are. And then, like I said, at the end, I'm going to give you the play. So here's the over-unders club for the NBA. Again, these are not our plays. These are just very strong statistics. On the left, you can see the team, then the player, the proposition, what currently it's looking at. Like, for example, Wallace, over 1.5 assists, -184 odds. And then he's hitting 90% chance that he'll hit this. Or I wouldn't say chance, but more like what he did in the last 10 games. He's hit this line 9 times. And then you move on 90%, 90%. You can see all the way to the bottom, 80%. We don't show anything less than 80%. And again, you got to look at the top. It says overs December 16th, which is Monday, December 16th on the overs. Now let me show you the unders. Same concept. Again, it's very strong statistics. It's not our plays. From here, we started our research. So for example, I do like the prop of Drummond right there. I actually do like it. I took it. So we look at these statistics, then we do our own research. And if we like it, then we go with that. So I'm actually I was going to show you this on an actual screenshot, but if you guys like this one, it's Drummond. I actually like this one. Again, these normally are not our plays. These are just where we started our research. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, comment here. Let me know this does not make sense. Otherwise, again, these are just strong statistics. Monday, December 16th. And this screenshot right here is for the under. By the way, really quickly, for today's Monday Night Football, this has nothing to do with basketball. I've been hedging. I've been going with the Vikings. I've been pretty much parlaying a lot of stuff with the Vikings to bring down the odds. And then today I'm hedging it with the Bears. If you don't know what hedging is, I've talked about it a lot. I don't want to explain it right now. I'm going to create another video that explains hedging. You definitely want to check that out. I've been talking a lot about it, how it's made me profitable in the NFL for 2 seasons now. So I'll talk about that for sure. However, I do like the Vikings. I'm not going to tell you what to go with them. You can just kind of check that out yourself. But I do really like the Vikings in this position. I don't think that they're going to cover the spread. So either you're going to have to hit this up with another parlay leg or something like that. So here we go. I'm going to start explaining the two-leg parlay that I have for the NBA today. So number 1, I'll tell you the Cavaliers are favored to win this game by like -10. So they're supposed to win by 10. The Nets are not that good. They're decent, but they're not great. They do cover spreads, so you got to be careful with that. Again, just like I said yesterday, you got to be very careful with this -10 number for the Cavs. Even though the Cavs are very strong, very good, the Nets are covering spreads. So you got to be careful with these huge spreads of -10, -11, and stuff like that. Anyways, this is the projected score. They're supposed to win by 6 according to algorithms and professionals. So right here, I'm going to show you, again, it says -10 is what the current line is at. I'm not going with that. It does say the Cavaliers are 4-6 covering spreads, which makes it even worse in this case that they're not going to cover the spread. We don't like the Nets in this position. I'm just telling you, be careful with that huge spread. A recent performance, the Cavaliers are 8-2. So let me just read some of this stuff off to you. So for example, Cleveland is 8-2, 72% in the last 11 games on the road. There's a strong favor that favors the Cavs. The Cavs actually moved from a minus 10.5, is moved slightly down. Again, going to what I said, this line is extremely high for minus 10. So, but even with that, there's 81% of the bets, 84% of the money is coming in on Cleveland. That's an interesting split that Cleveland defense should limit the Nets. Cleveland's dominance against weaker defenses and Brooklyn's inconsistency makes this a very strong look for the Cavs. Now, here's the second part of that parlay. So for the Miami Heat versus the Detroit Pistons are very bad. Miami Heat is very decent. They're not great, but they're decent. The pace is kind of a little bit slower for the Heat. The Pacers have very bad defense. So I think overall, the numbers and the trends, everything you can see, for example, right there, it says the total has hit 14 times out of the last 19, especially with the Detroit's defense has allowed high totals. So betting on the over here, 80% of the bets, 78% of the money, everything's going towards the over. The line moved to the over. Miami's offense pace and Detroit's weak defense favor the over. So without further ado, the play that I'm going with is a 2-leg parlay. If you parlay both of these together, it's a minus 122. You can see that I bought back. The current line is like 218 on the over, but I bought it back to 209.5, and then I parlayed that with the Cavaliers. As you can see right there, minus 3.5. So they're only supposed to win by 4 points in this case. I have that 2-leg in right there. If you guys like that, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to give you guys 2 more props. I actually put my money down on these. I was not going to share them because I'm not too confident on them, but I'll just give them to you. You decide if you want to do it or not. I'll give you my little statistics there, why I think is going to hit. However, I do want to point out that I have an option here for free picks. So if you go to the link in the description or you go to beastsportspicks.com, you'll see the option there for free picks. From there, we post all the stuff and then you get it on your email and your phone. So for example, if you couldn't watch this video, you get the alert on your phone directly. So you don't have to necessarily be watching these videos all the time. You know, sometimes people just don't have the time to watch the video or they just forget to check YouTube for whatever reason. Anyways, if you don't want to miss out on any of this stuff, go to the link in the description. First of all, subscribe, then click the link in the description. After that, you're going to see free picks, and then we also offer VIP, which we throw all our plays into the VIP. The free picks, we post a lot of stuff, just like I'm going to post the two-man parlay that I just showed. Overall, we post a lot of free stuff, so make sure you take advantage of that. So the first one I'm looking at is Chris Middleton over 7.5 rebounds and assists. The only little questionable thing I don't like is that he didn't hit this on the last game they played, and then he's been injured. So he's coming back off of injury. I think he's only been back like 4 or 5 games. So he's not at 100% in my opinion. Overall, though, he has hit this line. You can see it was kind of very steady in the beginning of this. This goes back to last season, and then he missed a lot of games, and then he came back, and he's been hitting this line except for the last game. So I already checked the defense. You can see it says Chris Middleton exceeded 7.5 rebounds and assists in 12 of his last 13 games. But again, that goes back to last season. So that's the reason I'm saying it's a little bit iffy, but I'm going with it. And the last prop I'm going to give you is Andre Drummond under 11.5 rebounds. You can see right there, it says he has failed to exceed this line of 11.5 rebounds in 12 straight games versus top 10 scoring defenses. So I'm assuming they're saying that Charlotte is the top 10 scoring defense. That's the other little iffy part. I don't think they are. You have to confirm that part. I still like this play. Just look at that line. It's at 11.5, and then you can see all the green, which means that that's the under. If you look on top, it says under 11.5. This play looks very good to me. Again, these are just props. I'm going half units on these. That's just what I'm personally going. I was not going to share these because I was not 100% on them, but I do like the fact that he's hitting at 100% rate in the last 12 games. And the other one is a little bit iffy as well, so just be careful with these props. I do, however, like this one very much. I'm actually going a full unit here. Again, it's a 2-leg parlay here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe. We're growing this channel. We're over 5,000 followers on TikTok. We're growing about 50 to 100 followers over there. We're getting a lot of attention over there, so I really appreciate that. I'm trying to grow this channel more than that other channel. So if you guys really would like to see more videos like this, make sure you comment, like, and share this video. Make sure you subscribe. Some people think that they're subscribed, but they're really not. So make sure you do and click on that subscription button. I appreciate you very much. Let's have a good day. Thank you.